What's up, guys? BARRYGAMING here, back with some more Infinite Magicraid, and I know you guys have been patient. I've literally been teasing it for like 2 videos. We're going to talk about the potential changes to Horus, and honestly, I kind of like them. So let's jump right into it. If you haven't done so just yet, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Follow all the content we got coming out. We have early videos about news and previews 2 to 3 days before they come out. We got event reviews, guides, all that fun stuff. So let's jump right into it. So Horus's kit is actually pretty solid overall. There are going to be some significant changes. Let's talk about how he is now and kind of give you the pros and cons. And then we're going to talk about the changes and how that actually affects the way he is built. Well, first off, his basic attack deals 2 stages of 90% attack damage to a single enemy with a 30% chance to inflict inferior severe wound. Nothing super great. It just lowers, the healing effect of the target that's applying it to. 30% though is extremely low. I don't even know if he's really worth running effect hit on him. Ancestral Power is his first active skill, deals 450% attack damage to a single enemy. That's actually a pretty solid number. Meanwhile, deals 50% more damage to any target whose HP is below 50%. That's where this really becomes a crazy single target nuke, and that's not even like his ultimate active skill on this character. Erosion is his passive skill. He gains 14% more leech rate, which is pretty solid. It does go up higher and higher, up to 20%, very solid. And lastly, his main active skill, what I like to call the ultimate skill kind of, this one deals 3 stages of 90% attack damage each to all enemies and deals 50% more damage if the target has less than 50% HP. So that, again, that's very solid because this does go up to 110% 3 times. 330% is a significant damaging AoE ability, but really we need to look at a couple things here, because also his exclusive, you'll notice that only one of his skills actually has an exclusive under it. At level 1, the effect of Erosion inflicts is doubled when the HP is lower than 50%, so you have like a 40% leech rate, which is cool. Currently his other 2 passives are, or rather exclusives are, Horus will pursue and attack the target 1 time if their HP is below 30% after taking direct damage, so it's a counterattack type ability. It takes up to effect once on each target per wave. And then the level 3 is Horus gains 20% extra crit damage. That one I feel like is kind of garbage for a level 3. Like, that doesn't sound good. But let's talk about his actual changes. So first off, we're going to talk about the Bloodthirsty Sickle. This went from a 90 to 130. So it used to cap out at 130. Now it's going to cap out at 140 and start at 100. So just a little bit of an increase for damage, which is interesting. But the second half also gets changed. It says basically put a period at the end of this enemy right here. Then inflicts a inferior severe wound on the target for 2 turns if their HP is below 50%. After the damage is dealt. So you first apply the damage. If then they're lower than 50%, it sounds like it's a guarantee inflict instead of a 30%, which in my opinion is very, very good. Ancestral Power gets pretty much a complete rework on this one here. The damage does seem like it's nerfed, but it turns it into an AoE ability. So as we said, this was a really good single target damage dealing ability. However, it's now changing it to basically this one's confusing. So again, this is confusing because it says after the change is going to be deals 3 stages of 70% that goes all the way up to 90%, it looks like, at level 5. So you're basically dealing 3 stages of 90% attack damage to all enemies. That's pretty much the same ability that he had for his old active. So they basically kind of like took this one, bumped it down to his first active skill, and removed the extra damage bonus, which is interesting. Erosion got a complete rework too. So instead of the 14% leech rate, he's going to be Horus additionally gains up to 48% crit damage when his HP is above 50%, and 24% leech when his HP is less than 50%. So it's kind of like a instead of just always leeching, if he is at very high HP already, he's going to do 48% additional crit damage. I like that. That seems pretty cool. And then it's also saying if his HP is above 50%, he gets even more, up to 24% leech at max. Very, very good rework to that, in my opinion. I really like that. And then lastly, Storm of Crows, of course, is getting a rework because it basically got moved to Ancestral Power. This one says after the change, this is going to deal anywhere. It's going to start at, like, I think they kind of just like switched them around in a way, but they made it better. So it starts at 580%, which was already, you know, better than the 450 it was here. 580, it goes all the way up to 700% attack damage to a single enemy and inflicts severe wound to them for 2 turns. That is really, really good. Sounds like it's guaranteed, not an effect hit type chance or anything like that. Guaranteed hit. The lower the target's HP is, the higher the damage the skill deals, up to 1050% attack damage. So you can get an additional 350% depending on the level of HP. Now, that immediately reminds me of one other hero, the one we just got, Megan, because yeah, basically it's part of like her exclusive level 3 where it increases the damage based on the lower the HP the target is. If that's the case, that's pretty insane for an active ability. So the AoE is probably going to be on a lower turn timer now. The active ability, the main active ability, is going to be even stronger single target damage. And on top of that, they are also changing the exclusive. So level 1 exclusive, this effect was basically for getting, you know, additional leech. They're changing this to be Ancestral Power. So again, Ancestral Power is this one here. It's now the AoE target ability. Deals 60% more damage to the target whose HP is below. So it's basically this 90% 3 times. It's now going to be able to do that if they're lower than 50% HP. It's going to do 60% more damage. I actually made one big mistake and totally forgot to talk about probably one of the most important parts of this change, is the level 3 exclusive. You know how I talked about, I was like, the Horus gains 20 extra crit damage. That just doesn't feel good. Well, that is gone. And we also have afterwards Storm of Crows. So remember, Storm of Crows, that's his main active ability. That one there is going to be changed to, has an additional 35% pierce rate, which is huge, and removes shields from the target before dealing damage. That is so big. Removing shields is something that only a select few heroes have, and now Horus has it too. My mind is just blown. That's pretty significant. Pretty radical change, and that's why I kind of wanted to take this one to the side, because you know I love single target nukers. Megan, Lucifer I want to build eventually. Even heroes like, I mean, we just built another one too. We just built our Maeve too, and Maeve is another huge single target damage dealer. And when you look at the numbers here, like, yes, they're also getting increased crit rate, which makes up for it, but 600% damage. You look at her here, we're doing like 200-ish 3 times, and instead with the Horus rework, he doesn't have an increased crit rate, so you're going to need to run a lot of crit rate and potentially crit damage too. But dealing up to 1050 on a single target is absolutely nuts. Plus giving them a severe wound, meaning that they're not going to be able to heal right back up. This hero could be great, which is why my goal is on Friday. We're going to start our free-to-play series. If you guys want to play along with us, I'll let you know. I'll post the video right away whenever we start the account. We'll try to get it going. And yeah, Horus could be absolutely busted. So long as everything that we see here is what it's going to be. Again, remember, this is tentative information. Things can still change in the 2 to 3 days before the patch goes live. But it's cool to theory craft and think about it, because I really want to build a Horus now. Let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.